Summer Slam, one of the big four, quote unquote, big four of the WWE's pay-per-views. So, a pay-per-view where each and every title should be defended, a pay-per-view where certain matches shouldn't end with stupid shenanigans or BS or get a stupid result. So, right there, WWE fails with this SummerSlam. But, did it fulfill your expectations? That's the most important thing. Well, even though I didn't do a prediction video, I am going to do a results video and hold myself accountable for what I thought was going to happen, on contrary to what did happen. I am the Theme, and this is the Theme is Go Wrestling Show. So, I am not going to cover the whole stupid Elias getting the running hug by Edge, which was his spear. I'm not gonna really cover that. Well, that basically covers it right there. But for the matches, certain matches ended like, okay, some to keep things going, but it was still like, what the hell? And then there was an interference in the match that I'm about to cover pretty soon that furthers another freaking storyline that happens on SmackDown. So anyway, these are the results for SummerSlam 2019. Honestly, I don't think that Drew Gulak is going to cough up this belt right now. He doesn't need to. Look, the Cruiserweight belt has gone through a very crazy curse as far as the past champions. They need to restore the tranquility of the belt. They need to have this belt at least reach to a level of importance. They haven't done that yet. And hot potatoing the belt or losing the belt soon will put a halt to all of that. So Drew Gulak still being champion basically is the way to go. That's the way to go, in my opinion. So that's that. Ladies and gentlemen, why was this match even on the card? Buddy Murphy versus Apollo Crews. So this was basically a throwaway match. So you're telling me that Buddy Murphy versus Apollo Crews at SummerSlam was more important than having an Intercontinental Championship match? You're telling me that, look, this should have took place on SmackDown Live. The exact same thing should have taken place on SmackDown Live. Rowan comes and interferes because Buddy Murphy said it was Rowan that tried to run down Roman Reigns and try to push shit on Roman Reigns. So you didn't notice that big motherfucker right there trying to push shit on you? No, I'm not buying it, please. So anyway, this should have taken place on SmackDown Live, not at this fucking pay-per-view to continue a freaking storyline happening to two other wrestlers that weren't even on the fucking card. Rowan wasn't on the fucking card, but he was there. To interfere in a match? Seriously? I don't get that. And again, you have this instead of an Intercontinental Championship match? Screw you, WWE. So, at least the Iconics got their rematch. Their tag team rematch. Their tag team match against the champions, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Alright, so no hot potatoing back to the Iconics. And thank goodness, because we don't need the Iconics as champions again. We just don't. Look, I understand that this is the further storyline that Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss are best friends and they got the belts to prove it and they're going to work together and so on and so forth. And this is going to slowly but surely separate Nikki Cross from Alexa Bliss once Nikki discovers that she's doing all the work and she's doing all the heavy lifting while Alexa Bliss is just on the microphone. But anyway, good that the Iconics didn't get the tag team belts back, because once again, I didn't want them to have them. I didn't even want them to have them that long, because it degraded the belts. They barely fucking defended it. So, as long as you're going to have it on Alexa Bliss and on Nikki Cross, have the belts at least be shown and have them fucking defend the damn titles. Please. Even though this took place in Canada, could this have gone any other way? Did you want Natalya to win the Raw Women's Championship? I didn't. There was no point in that. So Becky Lynch, the man, retains. I'm totally fine with it. So let me get this straight. And I said this earlier. You're going to have this match that was basically a couple of moves from both people combined. And no Intercontinental Championship match at the biggest party of the summer. One of the big four of the WWE. You're going to have this take place, but no IC title match. It's ridiculous. Spear, jackhammer, couple of super kicks. Dolph Ziggler gets on the mic, calls out Goldberg again, eggs him on. You're not man enough to face me one-on-one. What? He just faced you, and you tried to sneak a couple of super kicks and tried to beat the man, but you're saying that he's not man enough to face. No, that's stupid. Goldberg comes back, and a couple of more spears, and I'm just like, so you wasted time with this segment and no Intercontinental Championship match. I just don't get it. Once again, WWE, screw you for this. And who thought that Goldberg was going to lose to Dolph Ziggler? Be honest. Listen, there was no way Ricochet was going to get the United States Championship back with Anderson and Gallows lurking at ringside with AJ Styles. There's no way that was going to happen. And I didn't think that Ricochet was going to get the belt back anyway, because that would have been hot potatoing the title, for one. And number two, what the fuck did he do with it when he had it? That was just a transitional period from Samoa Joe to Ricochet and then to AJ Styles. That's all that was. So thank goodness that Ricochet didn't get the belt back, because, again, what the fuck was he going to do with it? Absolutely nothing. So AJ Styles being the United States Champion suits us very good. But once again, I have to say, the tag team champions of Raw were there, but they didn't fucking defend? Seriously? That's ridiculous to me. This is SummerSlam, one of the big four. Why aren't all titles being defended on this fucking show? Okay, so Ember Moon finally gets a title shot. Finally. And it could be her last, to be honest. Or it could be her last for a long time. And Bayley beats her. Bayley beats Ember Moon. Wow. You're really trying to sell us that Bayley is now worthy to be this big champion. And quite frankly, I don't see it. Not against people like Ember Moon. So, honestly, I was like, maybe this could be Ember's time, at least for a bit. But Ember, I don't know. Is she not ready? Or she doesn't have the mic skills? It's just one of the two things. I mean, there's a lot of things that can be true at once, but as far as this, I thought that Ember Moon was at least going to taste the gold for a little bit. But to no avail. Bayley wins, and I'm just like, seriously? personally, I was going for Ember. So, oh well, Bayley retains. But at least this championship was defended. You had Elias outside of the ring as a special enforcer referee. You had all these shenanigans. Chair took place. Yeah, hit me. Ooh, Shane McMahon toying with Kevin Owens. Hey, yeah, hit me with that chair. You'll be fired. Come on. But then Kevin Owens did the underhanded stuff without being caught. I mean, yes. Kevin Owens has Shane O'Mac beat. Elias pulls him out of the ring. And then Kevin Owens does a cannonball that basically hits Elias and some parts of the other referee. And then the onslaught began with Kevin Owens taking out Elias and then taking out Shane O'Mac. Now, the funniest part is when the referee got back in the ring and Kevin Owens had the chair. And usually when you get caught like that, you actually get a DQ. But it didn't happen here. Kevin Owens puts down the chair. Referee gets rid of the chair. And Kevin Owens kicks Shane in the ding-ding. Referee didn't see it. So, oh well. And then you get a stunner. And then that's it. So, once again, who thought that Kevin Owens was going to lose this match and quit WWE? I sure didn't. It wouldn't have made any sense whatsoever unless there was something about his contract being up. But I didn't hear anything about that. What? Come on, people. Did you think that Kevin Owens was going to lose to Shane O'Mac and lose his job? Did you think that? Seriously. No. I just didn't. No matter what shenanigans were tried here, I just didn't think that was going to happen. And if it was a sure thing that it was going to happen, then Drew McIntyre would have been out there somehow. But anyway, Kevin Owens still has a job, and Shane O'Mac loses. Elias gets his ass whooped. So there you go. Satisfying the fans much? I still say this match shouldn't have been on the card, and Intercontinental and both tag team belts being defended should have. Okay. I mean, I didn't really care about this match. I just didn't. I didn't care about Charlotte Flair against Trish Stratus. There's no reason for me to care because there's nothing in it for the winner. So this is now Trish Stratus' farewell match. Again, there's nothing in it for the winner. Trish Stratus taps out to the figure 8. Again, there's nothing in it for Charlotte Flair. Is she going to challenge Bayley and get the belt? Most fucking likely now. Since Ember Moon didn't get it, Charlotte's fucking next in line. Oh, she beat a legend like Trish Stratus. Woo! And now she's going to challenge Bayley for the belt and get it. Because, yeah, she's got to catch up to her fucking father while he's still alive. Damn. Well, she's got to catch up to R-Truth now. But anyway. Trish Stratus against Charlotte Flair? This was on the card? So, you get 2 Hall of Famers to wrestle in matches that basically made no sense and continues nothing. Yet, no tag team belts being defended as far as Raw and SmackDown, as far as the men's tag team belts, and no Intercontinental Championship match. No, that's garbage to me. Charlotte Flair wins, and once again, there's nothing for it except for Charlotte most likely challenging Bayley and getting the SmackDown Women's Championship belt. Ha ha ha. The truth of the matter is, I thought that Kofi was going to retain the belt. But, and this was the real problem here, a double countout? Wait a minute. A double countout. You mean to tell me out of all these matches, they picked this one to have a double count out with? You couldn't have done it with Charlotte and Trish. You couldn't have done it with, I don't know, Buddy Murphy versus Apollo Crews. You couldn't even do it with the Cruiserweight Championship match. I don't know. I don't know. What if Kevin Owens versus Shane O'Mac would have ended in the double count out? Then what? But you picked the WWE Championship match, and the crowd didn't like that result. Bullshit. Bullshit. So, you had an RKO taking place out of the air because Kofi Kingston tried to freaking do another crossbody and he got that arcade blowjob. And then Randy Orton smiling, he didn't pin him. I'm like, he's not going to win the match if he's taking this long to pin him. Kofi Kingston rolls out of the ring. Randy Orton goes out of the ring and picks Kofi up in front of his family and taunts his family. It's like, and then next thing you know, Kofi Kingston goes ballistic, and that's when the bell rings. It's like, seriously? You couldn't have put him back into the ring and go to his family and, yeah, I got your daddy, I got your husband. Seriously. And then go into the ring and then get in trouble in paradise? You couldn't have done it that way? People would have still called bullshit on it, but I don't get it. You call a double count out, and next thing you know, Kofi Kingston goes ballistic. The crowd is not into it at this point because they are so taken out of the match because of the result, and they wanted Kofi Kingston to lose. Now, let me ask you guys something. For someone like Randy Orton that's been in the game for a long time and doesn't need championships anymore, you wanted him to beat Kofi Kingston. I remember a time where people were calling him Blandy Borton. Yeah, many people in the IWC were tired of Randy Orton just like they were tired of John Cena. So now you want him to be champion again. You fucking hypocrites if you're a hypocrite if you're that way. Just because you don't want Kofi Kingston to be champion, even though Kofi Kingston is, quite frankly, doing a good job as WWE champion as far as the matches. But anyway, a double count out. That's a stupid garbage result. And it shouldn't have happened that way. Somebody should have been a winner, or at least a disqualification, but a double count out? Seriously, WWE? Screw you for that. The Fiend made his debut. New song. New Catching Fly song. It's a rock and roll version now, and it sounds pretty good. He wrestled. The Joker mask was on, and it stayed on. Finn Balor didn't even get out of the box. Yeah, he got a couple of moves in. He got a swing blade in. Yeah, he kicked him in the corner. He went for the freaking coup de grace, and it didn't happen. And the Fiend took advantage of it. So, is this setting up the Fiend versus the Demon? Is this going to set that up? Because apparently that's the only way it can go if he's going to still feud with... If the Fiend is still going to feud with Finn Balor, that's the only way it can go after that. But when the match was over, I was like, damn, that was quick. And you just basically took Finn Balor and made him afraid. You put fear in Finn Balor's eyes. I don't get that at all. That doesn't make sense at all. So, again, the only way that this can go now is the Fiend versus the Demon. Are they going to fucking do it? Because the Fiend just made his debut. So if they put the Demon against him, the Demon wins. Why the fuck would they do that? I don't know. But the Fiend versus... Wait. That match didn't even last that long. So, again, wow. Where do they go from here? I don't know. But fear in Finn Balor's eyes. Get the fuck out of here. So, Suplex City did take place, but it was still burnt down. We have a new Universal Champion, and they basically wrote this the way that it should have been written. But at the same time, I didn't think the Universal Championship was going to get hot potatoed. I thought that Brock Lesnar was going to retain, to be honest. So, Seth Rollins is now Universal Champion again. Alright, that's fine. I'm not against that. But no shenanigans took place. There wasn't a low blow. There wasn't chair shots. There wasn't... I thought before the match began, Seth Rollins was going to low blow, chair shot, you know, a little bit of a wash or repeat that happened at WrestleMania. But this actually was a match that took place. With a lot of suplexes, a lot of throwing around, but a lot of openings for Seth Rollins to counter and to push Brock in the freaking steel post outside of the ring to freaking, yeah, and do wrestling moves to him. There and the outside the announcer's table and Seth Rollins coming from the top rope, and yeah, that's fine. Well, actually, he stepped on the turnbuckle. And then he came off the freaking post, and okay, that all of that is fine. I'm not against any of that. It's just that, wow, at least they didn't go the predictability route. That's all I can really say about that. But the hot potatoing of the title, I just don't get it. So I don't think that anybody cares. But where does Brock go from here? Is he going to challenge again, or is AJ Styles going to get Baron Corbin again? I mean, is Seth Rollins going to get AJ Styles? Is Seth Rollins going to get Baron Corbin again? But, I don't know. Anyway, those are the results and basically my opinions about SummerSlam 2019. And again, there are certain matches that I thought were going to go a certain way and that went another way. And then there were some garbage results. Like the Buddy Murphy-Apollo Crews match. That didn't make any sense. That should have taken place on SmackDown. Especially with Rowan interfering. Both male tag team championships were not defended on this show. The Intercontinental Championship was not defended. Look, you mean to tell me that those titles that made WWE great in the first place, depending on the champions, were not defended on the show? I don't know. Yeah, Night of Champions is coming, but Night of Champions, I'm not feeling Night of Champions. Anyway, do you agree or disagree with my assessment of the show? Do you? I mean, I want to know. Please comment below. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. I'm just like, no. One of the big four and titles weren't defended. Yeah, but now you have the Women's Tag Team Championship that was defended, but it wasn't by the Iconics. The Iconics were the challengers. Wow, so you're going to defend those belts now? Anyway, that's it for SummerSlam 2019. Drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and this is the Theme Is Go wrestling show. Credits.